Hey everybody. Looks like I'm getting the jam going. I do not want to listen to that song though. Or that one. Okay. There we go. Jam posted. It is now the pinned comment. As soon as this game starts up, we will get started. Now you can see what I've been working on. Those of you who hadn't seen this before, there is a plugin for NeoFly called Skyforce Pad NG. And this will, excuse me, be an electronic flight book by electronic flight bag for your sim. And I don't know how well it runs, but it seems to do pretty good. Some of the screenshots really look good. I'm not sure what backend it uses. Navigraph or whatever, but you could create a flight plan, weather reports. But you can get all of these great features, except for real world weather at the airport from free, and ground elevation profile from free. You can't share a flight plan with other simmers or centers. You can't get real world live weather. Upload and convert PDF files, edit PDFs, import images into a PDF, convert screen captures. And it looks like there's some other benefits here. Bing Maps it uses for the maps, but for the charts, I'm not sure. £17.99. Okay, let's check out Flight Simulator. Let's go back home. See if there's any new announcements. Nope, nothing since the 16th. So in about 3 days, we'll have a week later after this particular announcement. We had one on the 10th, one on the 17th, so it looks like they're updating every week. Looks like we've got the ability to start now. So we'll do that. Here we are back in career mode. We have had a couple of days pause, celebrating MLK Day, so Happy MLK Day for everybody. So we made 17,000 and spent 14,000, so 3,000 net. We have 327 now currently. Well, remember we're going to be saving for a C208, so our company that is the Stork Aviation, that's the cargo company, we're going to end up buying a used C208, this one of these. I'm inclined to purchase the one that doesn't require any maintenance. I don't know how much I'll spend on maintenance going into it, but this is what we're going to get. Once we get that, then we'll be able to fly $1 million missions. Then we'll be able to buy a whole fleet of aircraft, including the very sexy Pilatus PC-12, which I am very inclined to fly, in addition to, excuse me, this Cirrus aircraft that I've got currently. I have two in this company in Goofball Charters. Let's see what it looks like here. We're going to have to do an inspection in 1 hour. Okay, I'm going to work it. See what this one looks like. In 23 hours. I'm going to wash this one. Actually, I didn't need to wash it, did I? It's okay. Okay, so we're going to go and knock out a couple missions. I've opened up parts of the United States now. And here happens to be a $72,000 credit mission. Land a Bear. I was having to pay pretty well, I hear. Looks like there's not very many VIPs here. Excuse me. Let's see how many expensive ones there are here. Not really. There's a 70 something there and a 74 here. That looks like something that might be pretty fun to fly. But in any case, I've got this one that I think I'm going to fly. So let's take a look at the airports. This one's at 3,000. Looks like we're going to gain a little bit of altitude to get over these deserts. And the landing airport is 7,000. So we're going to be at least let's say about 8,000 entering the pattern. Let's see. Yeah, there's some mountains here. See the squares? That really kind of annoys me. Okay, let's get in there. I have not learned it necessarily, but I have a theory. If you don't change the flight plan, you're less likely to be booted out of the sim. I think it messes with the sim's logic if you have to, oh, in 1 hour. It messes with the sim's logic if you have to, oh, look at it, it's completely full. I'm gonna make a little money here. There we go. And here we are. Flying over to Big Bear. Big bear. I swear that looks like a Nissan emblem on the front of those vehicles. Why is this person wearing a face mask?
Good morning, pilot. You guest today is Mrs. Gould, who's on the go to Big Bear City. She's close to one of our top clients who booked the flight for her. Please give her your warmest welcome on behalf of the company. Have a nice flight.
All right.
19er Alpha Zulu traffic November 73220 is taxiing to runway 17.
Okay. 205, enter. I don't want co-pilot. I want passenger left. 135, enter. Give her 50 pounds of baggage. Next. No altitude info. Next. Taking off. Runway 17. And we'll go to map, full. Alright, should I skip to takeoff? Oh, no, I shouldn't. Welcome, passengers.
Madam, on behalf of our onboard staff, we would like to welcome you on board flight GCO 439 bound for Big Bear City. Our flight time will be 48 minutes. We expect an on-time departure, and we're currently ready for takeoff. I will keep you informed of any key updates as we go through the flight.
We
Thank
are
you.
ready for takeoff. Okay, I'm not going to announce that I need to take off. I wish they would fix that. Looks like I'm at the end of the runway. Okay, here we go. Oh, my trim's too low. Need to bring that up to about 6. There, 8's fine. Once we get up to 85, we'll rotate. You know, stay over there. And off we go. Off the ground, lift up our feet. 24,000, good gracious.
Sky Harbor approach November 73220 is type 1 miles south
Bring
of
up our
19er
flaps.
Alpha Zulu 3,700 feet. Request flight following.
November 73220 Sky Harbor approach.
I'm going to go ahead and set my altitude. 25,000. I don't know if 24,000 is a good idea.
Squawk 002220.
I don't even think this aircraft is this aircraft capable of going that high?
1 miles northeast of Kilo 78 Papa 4,500 feet altimeter tree 0.
Let's just call it 24,000. See what happens.
Roger 220. Sky Harbor approach November 73220 1 miles southeast of Kilo 78 Papa 46,100 foot. Request IFR to Lima Tree Fife. Ready to copy.
November 73220 is cleared to Lima Tree 5 Airport as filed. Squawk 0022.
Alright, I'm going to turn on my nav. I'm going to turn on my vertical speed. Actually, I need to be going about 165 for optimal climb. I'm going to bring my vertical speed to, well, 1800 is pretty good.
220, please acknowledge.
Golly, a needy girlfriend. We hit
November
autopilot, let's see what happens.
73220 cleared to Lima Tree Fife Airport.
go.
Fife 1, continue to WNSKI following heading 255, proceed on course climb and maintain FL 240.
I don't even know if that's going to be a good idea.
Following heading 255, resume own navigation climb.
24,000 is way up there.
220.
I'm going to turn on auto throttle.
12845. Good day.
Albuquerque Center, November 73220 is at 9,300 feet, climbing FL 240.
November 73220, Albuquerque Center, altimeter 30. 52 radar contact.
Hey, a baritone voice. All right. There is one cool thing about this flight sim, and it does bring in a bunch of different voices, so that's refreshing. It doesn't sound so much like a computer talking to you. Alright, let me see if I'm going according to flight plan here. Whoa, 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 whoa. What's going on? Let's look at our flight plan. I mean, kinda. It's just a flight, straight flight, really. There's no real weird variations or anything. And for some reason, it thinks I'm not on nav. Let me get this back here. Yeah. Okay. I mean, I don't know why I'm going off the brackets, but I think I'm just gonna gently steer back there. Turn off my nav. FMS thinks I'm to the left of where I should be for some reason. Let me see what my flight plan says. Oh, it says I'm to the left. Why does it say I'm to the left or to the right over here when it clearly I'm to the left according to the flight plan? Yeah, it's got the correct plan. I'm just gonna go with the plan. We're not gonna do anything that this compass says. What do you know, compass? Yeah, it's picked up the nav now. I'm still climbing at 1800. My airspeed's 146 though, and this is making me nervous because I'm going downward as I gain altitude. I flew up to 22 the other day, and it was all I could do to maintain airspeed till I got to cruise altitude. So I don't know, maybe as the air gets thinner, it's harder to maintain airspeed, maybe? I mean, I've got auto thrust turned on, so I'm getting a little bit nervous because I'm still at 139 right now. My altitude's only at 15,000. Right, my ideal climb speed, I mean, you see this bug over here on the left? My ideal climb speed's 165, and I'm at 93% thrust. So, I'm not sure what's going on there. I mean, I've got takeoff thrust, but it's not much better. I activated that, but I'm still losing airspeed. Makes you wonder, right? Like, is the model wrong? We'll look at the background, max altitude. sitting here watching the simulator go. I'm gonna go max altitude, Cirrus Vision, jet. Yeah, max operating altitude at 31,000 feet. So why is it that as we go higher, the airspeed gets lower with the same thrust? Like the engine's at 95% thrust right now. I'm not sure why it's at 24,000 feet, but it is. It's kind of cool the way it has the haze that comes in. It gets a little hazy as you look out. Turned on nav to see what it would do. Yeah, it's went ahead. It's gone ahead and charted us on the next leg. I'm still drifting off. Like I have no idea why it turned off nav and vertical speed. Still climbing. Got 4,000 to go. It looks like I'm gonna make it. So maybe I don't know. I've got to figure that out. If anybody in the chat knows, please tell me. Ah, there we go. Now it's picking up again. Yeah, because it's a little bit nerve-wracking, and I'm pretty inexperienced with this vehicle, so I just don't know why it would just lose airspeed like that the higher I go. 21,000. I'm not close to stall. Stall is about 20,000 less than where I am now. So I'm okay there. Now 30, 20, what the? Sorry, stall is about 20 knots. No. It's about 25 knots. It's 30 knots less than what I'm flying now at airspeed. So I don't know. You guys in chat, have you searched up the question? Why is my airspeed lowering the higher I get? I think it might be something to do with the simulator. Okay, we're at 22.5. Angels 225. My nav and vertical speeds seem to be holding still. There we go, 23,000 feet from, or 1,000, yeah, 1,000 feet in altitude, lower than where I need to go, but almost there. Once that hits 24, I'll be able to skip to my descent. And then we'll see what kind of surprises the descent holds for us. Hopefully it won't crash us before it brings up the descent. That's happened like 3 times now. It's so frustrating. Spend all this time going to 24,000 feet and then you go to skip to descent, and all of a
Glad to be
sudden
your captain today. First, I'd like to welcome you
you're
on board
crashed
the
and you
first
hadn't even
class
had a
lanes
chance
on
to
flight
recover.
GCO 439. We are currently cruising at an altitude of 17,900 feet at an airspeed of 100 knots. It's 8:26 a.m. and are expecting to land in Big Bear City approximately at 9:10 p.m. local time. Current temperature of 19 degrees Fahrenheit. If the weather cooperates,
Looks like
we should
my
get a
airspeed
great
is
view of the
increasing.
area as we descend.
As soon as I
I'll
get
update you
done
before we
yapping,
reach our
I'll
destination. Until
go
then,
for
sit
it.
back, relax, and enjoy the rest of the flight.
Alright, here we go. I'm gonna skip. God, I hope it doesn't kill my flight. That was you on chat. Don't forget the top pin comment. Oh boy.
220. Contact Los Angeles Center on 128. 15. Good day.
128, 15220.
Here we
Los
go.
Angeles Center, November 7 tree 220 is passing FL2 tree 0, climbing FL240.
November
Am I really?
73220 Los Angeles Center radar contact continue.
I guess I have to reset these. That would be less annoying if I didn't have to reset these each time. 24, right? Okay, vertical speed. There we go. That ought to bring us back up to 24. So this is not descent per se. This is only at 75 nautical miles away from our final, but I'm assuming we can just speed up the simulation rate here. I've given it a couple of hits. Wow, we are really, really high up. That's incredibly cool looking. Can you imagine what it would be like to be a pilot and just being able to fly around like this? I mean, it's not necessarily at will, but oh, look at that! I forgot to take these off. We're safe, don't worry. So cool.
220 descend and maintain 8,800 feet.
8,000 feet, my goodness.
Descend and maintain 8,800
Alright,
feet
here we go.
220.
Altitude 8,800 feet. It's kind of what I predicted before we started off, right? A little bit, kind of close. 800, there we go. Change our vertical speed to a negative number now. Oops, I didn't do that. You didn't see me do that. Now switch to vertical speed. We're just gonna descend at a pretty good clip. Right there, that's good. Maybe a little lower. At 2,000 probably. Now we're gaining speed, so I want to reduce my throttle until I stop gaining speed.
220, please expedite your descent 8,800 feet.
You know what, honey? I think at 1,900 feet per second, 2,000 feet per second is pretty fast. I'm just gonna slow my roll here. Give myself a little more time to descend. I'm clear up in Angels 216. That's crazy. I'm still going at a pretty good rate. "35 nautical miles." I'm going to speed up my sim. Even faster. I don't know why it brought me up to 24 though. That's
220
really high.
Los Angeles Center on 126. Tree Fife. Good day.
126. Tree Fife for 220. Los Angeles Center, November 7, Tree 220 is at 15,200 feet, descending 8,800 feet.
Let me see if we can make it in one pass. What do you think?
November 7, tree 220, Los Angeles Center, altimeter tree 0. 6 tree radar contact continue.
Fly to none. I like this last. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa! Wait. I'm a little drunk, sorry. Fly to none. What does that mean? Almost there. Almost at 8,000. Over the 3,000 will be good. Well, 2,200. Now 1,000. Well, 2,000 even. Looks like I'm right on though. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Little turbulence. Let's see what our time compression looks like. 1,001, 1,002. Oh, it's too slow. 1,003, 1,004. Okay, good. Looks like we're getting a little lateral turbulence. I've got my yaw damper on. That's not helping apparently. Alright. Thought I was descending to 8,800. Let's change that. $8,800. Oops. 800. There we go. Vertical speed. Let's bring it up a little bit. Before I get griped at. You are 200 feet below your assigned altitude. I always like it when they chastise me like that. Woo, 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 woo. Looks like I'm learning, just learning how to fly. I'm a little wobbly. Okay.
220, please expedite your descent 8,800 feet.
I'm sorry, I thought I was at 8,800 feet. Okay, let's try that again. Let's see if we can. 7,500 feet?
220, please expedite your descent 8,800
Stop
feet.
yelling at me. Why is my altimeter off? So how do I correct my altimeter? Anybody have any idea?
You are 300 feet below your assigned altitude. Climb
Ah,
and
okay.
maintain 8,800 foot altimeter tree zero. Five one. Acknowledge last transmission.
Climb and maintain 8,800 feet 220.
It'd be nice if I knew what my altitude was. Just gonna turn off my autopilot. I don't know what's going on with this turbulence. But let's see if we can climb and satisfy the squawking people. Go ahead and drop that. My first set of flaps. I don't know what this lateral movement is, but I don't like it. Hopefully he likes that altitude I've been graining. I've been graining it, Paul. See, and I think this is the fault of this sim, and that is, whoa! And that is that this thing expects me to go to somewhere undesignated. There's final right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit that final, but my gosh. I'm gonna go around this little hump of a mountain here. It looks like it wants me to go through. Or maybe I'll just give me some airspeed and go over it. No, I think that's a mistake. I don't think I want to do that. Yeah, maybe I can skirt over it. Let's see what happens. Looks like there's some kind of a tower there. Let's miss that, please. I'm gonna skirt a little bit wide for final. I'm gonna drop my speed. I'm gonna give myself some more flaps.
Sink rate. Sink rate.
This lady's gonna yell at me about sink rate. Stop yelling at me. Look what I can do.
Sink rate. Sink rate. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up.
I'm clearly
Pull
okay.
up.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this yaw turbulence, but that has come as some of the awkward turbulence I've ever seen. I've seen this one other time, and that's when my flight sim crashed. Like, it literally took me from, I don't know, it wasn't approach, it's pretty high up there, but then it just nose dived me into the ground. It was awkward.
500.
I'm on glide slope, so whatever that lady was yelling about, I'm not sure.
You are 1,300 feet below your assigned altitude.
Seriously?
And maintain 8,800 foot altimeter tree zero.
Okay, so I've done this before. Here's what
Climb and
happens.
maintain 8,800 feet 220.
So I'm going to raise my flaps, give myself a little more airspeed. Here's what it does. I could have landed right there, and this is what pisses me off. The flight sim will make you fly to a certain altitude to an exact point. I've done this before. I came in on approach. It was a good approach, just like now. I landed, and it didn't even acknowledge that I had landed. So here we go. I'm going to quote unquote follow the traffic pattern again. I'm going to go ahead and bring my flaps up so I don't have so much turbulence. Not turbulence, but drag. I can gain a little speed. But my gosh, if this game doesn't do some weird stuff to you. Okay, so I'm going to bring myself up to about 8,000. I think it wants me to go to 8,300. If I could learn how to reset my altimeter though, I think that would probably solve some of these problems with this height issue. Okay, I need to give it some rudder so it brings the nose down a little bit on this turn. There we go. Oh no! My passengers are scared. Sorry! Okay, so I'm trying to figure out what it's doing. What is it doing? It wants me to go out, and I can't turn without scaring the crap out of my passengers. So it wants me to turn this way.
What's going on?
Golly.
Never been shaken around this much.
Fly to final. You think that's gonna help, medic? Alright, let's do it. Yeah. I'm gonna cancel
Los Angeles
IFR.
Center 220. Cancel IFR at this time.
220 IFR flight plan is canceled. Radar service terminated. Squawk 1200. Maintain VFR. Frequency change approved. Good day.
Lima Tree Fife, traffic November 7, Tree 220, 2 miles south 8500 for inbound to land runway 8.
You ever seen this lateral turbulence, medic?
Lima Tree Fife, traffic November 7, Tree 220, 2 miles south 8600 for inbound to land runway 8.
My trim's a little high. I think I'm gonna bring it down. I'm wrestling with the elevator right now. Let's see. There, my gear's down.
Traffic November 7, Tree 220, 1 miles north 8300 for inbound to land runway 8.
Flaps down.
is on downwind runway 8. Lima
Hopefully
Tree
not
5
run into
Traffic November
this.
73220 is on base runway 8.
Customers are really thrown off right now.
500.
Okay.
Sink
See, here
rate.
she
Pull
goes again,
up.
yelling at me about the
Pull
sink
up.
rate.
Pull up. Pull up.
Alright. Get myself another notch of flaps. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this yaw turbulence, but it really is annoying. Don't get there. There we go. Woo. It likes my glide slope for some reason, right?
73220 is on final runway 8 to land.
500.
All this sideways turbulence. Really, is it that bad? I'm a little bit low, it says, but I do not believe it. Give myself plenty of runway here. I'm ballooning, that's not good. Golly. Well, I feel like I should go to detention or something after that flight. Somebody give me some demerits. Oh, medic, don't tell me that. Alright, we'll get used to it. It is windy, my goodness. Reminds me of that Czech flight. Remember that Czech flight that had you go to the island with a 49-mile-an-hour crosswind? Good lord. Alright. I'm gonna announce.
Lima Tree 5 Traffic November 73220 is taxiing to parking. Madam, welcome to Big Bear City. Local time is 7:50 a.m. For your safety, the captain has requested that you remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until we come to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign is turned off. Please make sure you take all your belongings with you when you get off. On behalf of the entire company, we would like to thank you for choosing first class wings. We look forward to seeing you again.
She's gonna give
and
me
wish
like
you
a
pleasant stay in Big
20%
Bear
rating,
City.
watch. It's gonna be terrible. I don't know why it wants me to go clear out there to get over here, but I'm not doing it.
Flight was okay, but I'm in a hurry now. Gotta pick up the pace.
Alright, auto stop. Pick up my sim rate. Hopefully everything will shut down quickly. There we go. Ah, 20%, told you. Oh, I'm gonna get a B or a C. At least I got 100% B. Yeah. My rip's gonna hurt. Okay. I'll get used to it, medic, but my gosh. Bear Valley's trickier? Oh, great. Wonder if I can give indulgences. Here, have some cash. Raise my rating. Oh, it's not bad income, though. Oh, my reputation got hit. I'll do better next time. I just keep forgetting that I have passengers online. Okay, let's do this again. Excuse me. No VIP flights here. We have one VIP flight here and one VIP flight here. Let's see what we got. Let's see what these are. I'm just going to bring up the chart. 38, 57, 66, 67, 74. This one. This one looks good. Oh my gosh, 24,000 transfer? It's not even worth it. Not for that price, good gracious. Maybe I can take a flight that's closer. Any VIP flights down here? No, no, no. There's one here. That'll maybe, yeah, that'll probably offset some of the ouch from the big transfer. Oh, Steamboat. Okay. Anybody skied at Steamboat? Okay. We're gonna go ahead and do that transfer. That's not so hardcore. Manage our aircraft. We'll do a wash. We'll do a fuel. Looks like we have enough fuel, but I'm gonna go ahead and buy up to 120. And we're gonna fly. You ever been skiing, medic? I'm gonna skip this. Thank goodness. Nissan. Looks like a McLaren from here.
Good afternoon, pilot. You guessed today is Mr. or who's on the go to Steamboat Springs. He's close to one of our top clients who booked the flight for him. Please give him your warmest welcome on behalf of the company. Have a great flight.
Turn on our bugs. Do our weights and balances. Lake Tahoe, really? I've always wanted to ski Tahoe, but I've never done it. And Taos, for that matter. Speaking of the T letters, I've done Breckenridge and Copper Mountain, but never Lake Tahoe. Let's see, who do we have in here? Oh, we have a co-pilot. We'll just count the co-pilot. 115. Enter. Some baggage. 50. Next. Ah, we have a flight level here. Runway 11. Home. Map. Full. And requesting taxi.
Grand Junction ground November 73220 with India ready to taxi IFR.
And hold short of runway 11 using taxiway Alpha. Contact tower on 118. One when ready.
Taxi to and hold short runway 11 using taxiway Alpha 220.
How far do I have to go, I wonder? It's my next ex-girlfriend right there, buddy. What a hottie. Do I want a taxi? Do I really want a taxi? Welcome.
flight to Steamboat
Yeah.
Springs.
Hey, my mom's from
Estimated flight
Florida,
time is 22
and
minutes. We're on
they're
time for
saying North
departure,
Florida
and we're about to
is
receive clearance for takeoff. I'll keep
swamped.
you updated with any important information
Yeah,
during the
Atlanta
flight.
got frozen
Thank you.
out. One of the speakers at a symposium that I got scheduled for was uh, he was snowed out because he's from Atlanta, so we had to turn off the or postpone the symposium for like a month from now, or maybe 2 months. But it's like crazy weather down south right now. The whole Texas coast got drenched in snow, but North Texas didn't. It's weird. I guess that's just where the moisture line was. Let's slow down a little bit and give us a little bit of time compression here. Good gracious, how long is this runway? Okay, stopping. Please, oh please, let us take off.
Grand Junction Tower,
Oh,
November
please.
73220, ready for departure runway 11 IFR to Kilo Sierra Bravo Sierra.
November 73220, altimeter tree 0. 5 tree. Cleared for takeoff runway 11.
He made it sound so interesting, didn't he?
Cleared for takeoff runway 11 November 73220. Dear passengers, on behalf of my company, I would like to thank you for flying with us today on this flight to Steamboat Springs. We are prepared for takeoff, so please ensure your seatbelts are correctly
I
fastened
just have to
and your
say,
electronic devices
I
are
don't
turned off
know
or in airplane mode.
what this would
Sit
be
back,
like
relax, and enjoy the
if
flight.
I had to fly with
Thank you.
joystick only. The fact that I'm flying with this Honeycomb setup is just smooth as butter. You wouldn't know it by my flying though. Okay, we're going to get up to 85. We're going to rotate. By the way, Honeycomb. Oh, I think I've taken off from this airport. This looks familiar to me. Yeah, you wouldn't know it. I'm not paid by Honeycomb, and I bought my equipment, so. And by the way, if you're looking for reasonably priced Honeycomb, oh look, I'm still on the ground at 95. There we go. Bring the landing gear up. And by the way, if you're thinking I'm, compensated by them, I did buy all my equipment. I bought my Alpha from Mercari and my Bravo from, where did I get that? Oh, I think it was eBay. Bring my flaps up now. Now that I'm over 100. I was almost over 100 when I took off.
220, contact Denver Center on 134. Fife, good day.
134, 5220.
Alright.
Denver Center, November 73220 is passing 5,400 feet, climbing 11,000
So I'm
feet.
going to climb to 11,000. I'll go ahead and set my altitude bug for that much. 11. There we go. Check my vertical speed. Do I want to do nav right now? Why not? Vertical speed to 2,000. Oh, that's perfect. Go. Go, autopilot. Go. 11,000 is not far from where I am now, so there's no need to rush up there. So I don't know about you, but ideal climb speed is 165, and I don't know that I've ever achieved that, except on purpose. I don't think the autopilot's ever done it. Speaking of, I'm going to go auto throttle. And it's adjusting my climb, apparently. No, it's not. My nav's not turned off yet. Let's see what my flight plan says. It says, you don't know where you're going, son. There we go. Now we know where we're going. Sprocket! We're flying to Sprocket!
220 contact Denver Center on 125. 675. Good day.
Excuse please.
125. 675220.
Okay.
Denver Center, November 7, tree 220 is passing 10,200 feet, climbing 11,000 feet.
November 7 tree 220 Denver Center altimeter tree 0. 54 radar contact continue. 220 contact Denver Center on 1 tree 4.
Okay, so we've reached 11,000 feet. It's going to let us skip to descent. And if you're wondering why in the world are we pointing that way instead of back toward our arrow over here, that's because my autopilot thinks it absolutely needs to get on this line right here in order for us to turn that way. So I'm just going to let it do it. Yes, I copied.
Going to 1 tree 4. 5220. Denver Center, November 7, tree 220, 11,000 feet.
November 7 tree 220 Denver Center.
I'm not sure why it hasn't done an altitude, or not an altitude, but a cruise altitude announcement. Oh, there it is. Okay. Now I'm going to do it. Then I'll skip.
Dear passengers, glad to be your captain today. First, I'd like to welcome everyone on behalf of First Class Wings on flight GCO 5513. We are currently cruising at an altitude of 4,100 feet at an airspeed of 200 knots. It's 1:09 p.m. and are expecting to land in Steamboat Springs approximately at 11:10 p.m. local time. Current temperature of 0 degrees Fahrenheit. If the weather cooperates, we should get a great view of the area as we descend. I'll update you before we reach our destination. Until then, sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of the flight.
Thanks. All right, so notice it's starting to come back around. Autopilot's going to point directly to Sprocket unless there's some wind, and then it'll probably do some crabbing. And I think we can skip to descent now. Hopefully it won't crash the plane. Please don't crash the plane. Thank you. Yep. It's wrestle. There we go. All right. Whew. Fly to Steamboat Springs. Okay. I'll do it. Let's see if my nav button needs to be turned back on my autopilot. Now let's see about how far we are away from our destination here. Whew. There we go. Well, this is halfway. This is nothing. We are back on track, though. Tell you what. Speed up the simulation rate.
220. You are 400 feet above your assigned altitude. Descend and maintain 11,000 foot altimeter tree 0. 49er.
Alright. Careful, some of these default planes will fly you into the side of a mountain. So low terrain along flight path. Actually, this map right here is set to relative terrain.
220, did you hear my last transmission?
Okay. I'm off to send.
Climb
What am I at now? 11,000. So it thinks I'm about 400 above, right? Change my altitude bug to 10.6. That should put me right on where it wants me to be. Just for good measure, I'll do 10.5. Hopefully, I won't run into the side of the mountain. Although, I would expect to descend pretty soon. I mean, I'm only, I would guess, 20-ish nautical miles from my destination, which hasn't shown up yet. Is that a runway in front of me right there? Surely that's not my destination. No, that's not a runway. Some kind of a lake or something. This looks like it might be my destination right here. Let's see what...
Denver Center, November, 73220. Requesting vector to next waypoint.
220, continue to Pexa, following heading 085.
Well, that's where I'm going. X 085. What in the world?
Continue to Pexa following heading 085220.
085's over here. Okay, well, if that's where you want me to be. Suppose I can do that, but
220, descend and maintain 9,700 feet.
Descend and maintain 9,700 feet 220.
which means 9,300 feet. See how I did that math? My trim is a little bit weird. I mean, I don't mind it being negative trim right now because I'm trying to descend, but
Denver Center, November, 73220. Requesting vector to next waypoint.
220, continue to Pexa, following heading 350, resume all navigation.
350, are you serious?
Continue to Pexa following heading 350. Proceed on course 220.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and dip this nose down a little bit.
220, contact Denver Center on 126. Fife. Good day.
126. 5220.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with approach, but I don't like it.
Passing 11,000 feet, descending 9,700 feet.
November 73220 Denver Center altimeter, tree 0. Tree 1 radar contact, continue to Waker. 220 contact Denver Center on 1 tree 4. 5. Good day.
I'm gonna have to use my creative thinking here. Oh, there's a runway right there.
Going to 1 tree 4. 5220.
9,700. I don't like how it's getting me so close to this hill.
Is passing 10,700 feet.
This hill right here.
9,700 feet.
That looks like the runway right there.
73220, Denver Center altimeter, tree 0. Tree 1 radar contact. Continue. 220, descend and maintain 8,900 feet.
Good Lord. What are you trying to do to me?
Descend and maintain 8,900 feet 220.
Runway 14, eh? If you say so. That's going to be 8,400 feet then. I think I should bring it up communication and tell them to cancel IFR.
Denver Center, November 73220, requesting vector to next waypoint.
I'm gaining altitude. I do not need to do that.
20, turn left heading 140, proceed on course.
Turn left heading 140, resume on navigation 220.
This is actually really low. I do not like this. I'm going to reduce my speed.
Sync rate. Sync rate. Sync rate.
Denver Center, November 73220, requesting vector to next waypoint.
I don't have the visual NAS.
140, proceed on course.
Course? What do you mean course? I'm going away from the airport.
Right heading 140, proceed on course 220.
Okay, it says reach 8,900 feet, but here I am at 8,100.
Sync rate. Sync rate. Sync rate.
Am I supposed to be going up now? Like my altimeter's messed up? Anybody know how to change the altimeter? Let's see what happens when I gain a little bit of altitude here.
Denver Center, November 73220, requesting vector to next waypoint.
220, turn left heading 140, proceed on course.
Where in the world am I going?
Turn left heading 140, proceed on course 220.
220, contact Denver Center on 126. Fife. Good day.
126. Fife for 220. Denver Center, November 73220 is at 9,500 feet, descending 8,900 feet.
November 7 tree 220 Denver Center altimeter tree 0.
Do you see what it's doing to me?
Continue.
Like it says stay on 140, but okay, look, I'm gonna have to do this. My destination is right there. 6,800. This is the airport right here, KSBS. No, I'm not gonna run into the side of the hill. I don't think. That's it, right there.
20 descend and maintain 9,500 feet.
Right here. Oh, look at that. Alright.
220, did you copy?
Yes, I copied.
Descend and maintain 9,500 feet 220.
I'm gonna stay away from that notch.
What's going on? Never been
Oops.
shaken around this much.
Ah, well. Well, I'm trying to lose altitude, but I'm very unsuccessful at doing that. Okay, steamboat's over here.
220, please expedite your descent 9,500 feet.
That steamboat in front of me there.
220, contact Denver Center on 134. 5. Good day.
Going to 134, 5220.
Once I get below 210, I'm going to drop my landing gear.
November 7, tree 220, Denver Center, altimeter, tree 0, tree 6 radar contact, continue. Descent and maintain 8,900 feet.
Descend and maintain 8,900 feet, 220.
It says runway 14, but I'm not runway 14 right now. That's not what I'm lined up with. Hey, thanks for that info, medic. I'm at 8,900, now I'm at 8,600. See, that barometer's off. I'm just going to reset it to norms. 500. Oh, man. That'd be 9,000 feet. Ha ha ha. Here we go. So what I'll need to do is go out here, turn around, and come back. I don't know why it's asking me to do things this way. IFR really messes me up. But let's see how that works out. If I can get out here, I'm gonna increase my sim speed a little bit. Speed up my track out here. Okay. Now I'm gonna turn around a bit. Land on runway 14. See if I can look around a little bit, see where I have room to fly. Yeah, out here.
Sink rate. Sink rate. Pull up. Pull up.
Yeah, I know you don't like how close I am.
Up.
I'm a daredevil pilot. I'm not turning nearly as fast as I want to be. Woo! Almost pooched myself again. See if I can turn around at a reasonable rate though. Oh my gosh, can you?
Climb and maintain 8,900 foot altimeter, tree 0, tree 1.
Climb and maintain 8,900 feet, 220. Denver Center 220 would like to cancel IFR.
myself some flaps. Reduce my speed.
Kilo Sierra Bravo Sierra traffic November 73220 is on final runway 14 to land.
Sync rate. Sync rate. Sync
This lady
500.
really doesn't like
Sync
me.
rate. Sync rate. Sync rate. Sync rate.
I am
Sync
really
rate.
fast. Hopefully I'll be able to touch down before it's too late. There we go. Decent landing. There we go. Yeehaw. Now the simulator turned off all the visual cues, so I just had to use my navigation to get here. I don't know why it turned all that off, but maybe whatever. We got here eventually. Thanks for sticking around with me.
Kilo Sierra Bravo Sierra traffic November 73220 is taxiing to parking. Dear passengers, welcome to Steamboat Springs / Bob Adams Spy. Local time is 1:29 p.m. For your
Steamboat.
safety, the captain has requested that you remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until we come to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign is turned off. Please make sure you take all your belongings with you when you get off. On behalf of the entire company, we would like to thank you for choosing first class wings. We look forward to seeing you again
Thank you.
and wish you a pleasant stay in Steamboat Springs.
Oh, thank you. What the world is it telling me to do?
Already
Okay.
arrived? Time flies. I even wrapped up my work. Will totally recommend this company.
Speeding up the steam. And there we go. 28% satisfaction. Lord help me. Maybe I'll get alpha here. Ah, thankfully. Let's see what I got paid. Yeah. Little boost. Well, I lost a lot of reputation on that last flight. 48. Okay. No more VIP flights over here. See what this next close one goes to. No, no, and no. That's what it goes to. 67, 66, 64. What's this one? 74. I'll do this one. All right. Let's maintain the plane. Maintain the plane. Still an hour mandatory checkup. We're gonna wash it. Wash it before you use it. Oops, what happened there? There we go. Let's check out our flight. So we are going to start at 1,500 feet-ish at KAJR. And we're going to end up at KLYH at 921 feet. So we're going to lose about 500 feet in altitude. Not bad. Instead of flying in the mountains, that's a refreshing change. Let's see what we got here. FAH arts. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Approaches, ILS, or localizer, runway 04. Where are we flying to? Runway 04. We're doing ILS direct. I forgot how to set the ILS on this thing. Okay, we're going to file it here, and then we're going to fly. Fly! Y'all listening to the jam? It's one of my favorite songs. Top pinned comment has the jam link. Alright, we are going to skip all of this nonsense. I find it funny, you can skip all of the removing the porthole covers and pitot covers and whatever covers, but then when you get into the cockpit, it makes you do this. Whoa.
He's close to one of our
This.
top clients who booked the flight for him. Well, it's about time. Provide him with the finest service. I know I can count on you. Have a
Turn my
great
speed
flight.
bugs on. Do my FOB sync. My aircraft loading. What do you think that guy is? About 185? 175? We'll do 175. Actually, that's not it. It's passenger right. 185. We'll do that. Then we'll do baggage at 50 pounds. Okay, go next. You're going to 2,900 feet. Look at that. You loaded some altitude. And okay, taking off runway 24. Go home. Map. Full. That just changes this to the map rather than, what was it? It was the aircraft loading, whatever that is. I don't even know what it is now. Now I get the full screen map. It comes in handy.
Kilo Alpha Juliet Romeo traffic November 73220 is taxiing to runway 24.
Should I taxi? I don't think I should. Well, it's just right there. Welcome, passengers.
So I'm pleased to be your pilot today, and to welcome you aboard this first-class wings flight to Concorde. Estimated flight time is 53 minutes. We're on time for departure, and we're about to receive clearance for takeoff. I'll keep you updated with any important information throughout the flight. Thank you.
Ground speed's 10 knots. Almost there. Skirt. If you click flight plan, it shows up below the map. This thing? Oops. Where? This thing? I think that's how you get it there. Flight plan, like the actual flight plan? I think that's not what you meant, is it? No. Map settings. Inset window. Flight plan. Oh, look at that! You're the man, medic. You're the man. I don't care what I said about you before. You're the man now.
Kilo Alpha Juliet Romeo, traffic November 73220, taking off runway 24 departure to the north. Sir, on behalf of my company, I would like to thank you for flying with us today.
Like, I'm
on
totally
this flight
playing
to
this
Concord. We are prepared for
in
takeoff,
every one of
so
my
please make
flights
sure
in
your
real
seatbelts
life.
are correctly fastened and your electronic devices are turned off or in airplane mode. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight. Thank you.
Will it tell me what the barometer is here? Oops, that's not what I wanted. There. Yeah, pretty cool, right? Isn't it supposed to tell me what my barometer is? Is that it? 30, 45? I think that is. Yeah, that's where I am now. I think that's what that is. Wish I could broadcast another screen for you guys. I think that'd be fun. So you can see my other screen. I got 4 screens, but I haven't put them all together yet. I just have 2 right now. Do you know you can get your cell phone as one of your screens? There's a plug-in that you can put in here that will allow you to use your cell phone as your actual electronic flight bag. Okay, this looks like a short runway. I'm gonna hold off here for a second. Burn the afterburners! Okay, my trim needs to be at about 6. Wow, what the heck is going on there? My airplane wants to take off. It's 27,000? Are you kidding? I sound like a whiner.
Atlanta Center, November 73220 is type 1 miles southwest of Kilo
Wow.
Alpha Juliet Romeo, 1,700 feet. Request flight following.
God, I thought 24,000 was a lot.
Atlanta Center. Squawk 4442.
Wow, okay, well let's get going, I guess.
Squawk 444220.
I don't want to climb too high.
2 miles southwest of Kilo Alpha Juliet Romeo, 2,600 feet, altimeter 30. For 5.
I can't believe this is asking me to go 27,000 feet.
Roger 220. Atlanta Center, November 73220, 2 miles south of Kilo Alpha Juliet Romeo, 3,700 foot request IFR to Lynchburg, ready to copy.
November 73220 is
Wow,
to
oops.
Lynchburg Airport
A
as
little bit too
final.
much. Oh, no, I'm on straight.
November 73220,
Okay,
clear to Lynchburg
here we
Airport
go.
as filed. Squawk 4442.
220, read back correct. Radar contact 4,400 feet, altimeter 30. 45 turn left heading 060. Resume on navigation climb and maintain
You might be wondering why it's doing what it's doing. It's going to get even with this line and it's going to turn back right. Maybe. I don't know what it's thinking it's doing though. Like, I am not going to let it turn all the way back around that way. Good gracious. What in the world do you think you're doing? Yeah. Yeah, you went way off course. What the heck do you think you're doing? Goofy airplane? Turn off nav till I can get back on the nav. Good gracious. Sometimes computers are so stupid, right guys? Am I right? Alright, that's actually, if I just pointed the nose back there, but then I'm not on course. So I'm gonna get back on course. Golly, my plane wants to climb. Sheesh. I'm fighting with the elevator right now. Yeah, I'm gonna turn nav back on. My vertical speed wants to stay at 26. Good Lord Almighty. Alright, looks like nav has come back online. It looks like it's behaving. Woo! Now it's gonna turn me back on course. Hopefully, and not go over course. I really don't know what it was thinking there a minute ago. There we go. Now we're back on course. It overshot the course. Like I tried, okay? Wow. Nose down. I got keep from stalling. Good Lord. Why is my trim at 89? Good Lord. This autopilot's really messing me up on this flight. Look at that. I gotta bring my trim back down from 70 something. Last time I did this and I was in flight, this thing nosedived me and killed me. I can't correct it with the little doodad down, this thing down here. If you try to correct it with this wheel down here, that wheel, it will crash you. Okay, I'm gonna continue climbing, but bring my trim back down to normal levels. Lord Almighty. Okay, see if I can maintain an airspeed of 165. Indicated airspeed of 165. How do I set my airspeed back? No, I don't want to go negative. Alright. I'll continue adjusting my altitude and my trim. Hope for the best. My altitude is set correctly. See if I can raise my airspeed, or lower my airspeed and raise my climb. You should see me right now. I'm in a pretzel twist. I'm running the wheel on my Bravo so that my trim comes down to a manageable level. Yeah, the trim adjustment doesn't happen fast enough on this plane, I don't think. There we go. Now my ideal climb speed is 165. If somebody could tell me how to set my speed, my indicated airspeed at 165 while going to an altitude, a set altitude, that'd be amazing. Okay, I'm gonna change my climb rate to 23. Turn on autopilot and hope it doesn't crash me. There we go. Now my altitude needs to get up to 27,000. I don't know who sets these altitudes on these flights, but Lord Almighty, why would we go to 27,000 feet? But it is what it is. Whoops. Okay. I do want to set my target, my autopilot to a target indicated airspeed, which should be 165 for ideal climb. What's my caution? Takeoff thrust? Oh, okay. I will turn that off. There we go. Speed bugs left bottom. Yeah, 165, but I want to know how to tell it to autopilot to that. It's set already. Takeoff thrust. Why? Let's see what this does. There we go. Auto thrust. Now see, I'm sinking from whatever it was to 130 now. Yeah, so my climb rate is 165 for takeoff. Now it's at takeoff thrust again. I do want to take it, but it's on auto throttle. Speed 165. Is that what I'm supposed to be at? VNAV and auto throttle? See, it's at 52% thrust right now. Why? As I gain altitude, it does this. It lowers my airspeed from 200 something, and it just keeps going down. Look, it's at full thrust right now. Can't get it any higher. Like it doesn't do an auto mixture or something. VNAV button on autopilot, not screen. Ooh, what is this? Cancel that. This one? This one. Is that what you're talking about? This is the autopilot. Right now it's locked at 1500. I don't want altitude hold mode. Ooh. Let's see. See, I've got an IAS bug on my Bravo, but it's not activating. Yeah, see, it's supposed to be going at 165, but it's clearly not. It's on autopilot, yaw dampening, whatever V and vertical speed. See, I'm crawling now. I'm going 91. But my trim is at 55. Like I feel like my trim should be a whole lot less, and my climb rate should be at about 30 or 15 instead of 13. My airspeed's too low. Turn autopilot off, and I'm going to bring that nose down. Gain some speed while still gaining altitude. Gradually, apparently. FLC. Well, FLC's down here. See? I've got an IAS bug and an FLC bug on the dash. Golly, it's asking me to go to 27,000 feet, which I think is absolutely ridiculous. My trim is just crazy. It's increasing my drag with the trim so high. Like, I think the autopilot on this thing is a little bit wonky. My trim shouldn't be so high. My trim is just creating drag and it's lowering my airspeed. I like that I'm so high though. Golly, I'm high. Woo. That trim is crazy. I'm at takeoff thrust, but I'm only at 43% thrust. Apparently the game thinks I should be at a lower altitude. See those brackets down there? 17% trim, 16, 15% trim. I think 11 is about right. So I'm going to stick there. And I'm going to gain some airspeed and see if I can't get some vertical. So tell me, medic, thank you for helping me, by the way. Tell me how I need to get this thing set on FLC. Let me get my altitude hold here. No, I don't need altitude hold mode. I need to gain altitude. Like next time I go into a flight that's going to 27,000, I want to learn how to use this FLC to gain altitude while keeping a good climb rate. Like here's the climb bug right here at 165. My ideal climb rate is supposed to be achieved at 165.
November 73220 Atlanta Center radar contact. Continue to Jelena.
See if I can speed up my simulation a little bit. Oops. Here we go. Gain a little altitude. Almost at 27. See, managing this manually is producing better results, even if I am doing it imperfectly. I'll slow down my sim a little bit. My airspeed's at 120 instead of 95. And while I'm gaining a vertical lift of about 1,000 feet per second, it's still not at near stall speeds. Like there's something wrong with the autopilot on this thing, I'm sure of it. $26.9. Alright, we're cruising.
Sir, glad to be your captain today. First, I'd like
Altitude
to welcome you
hold.
on behalf of first class wings on
Autopilot.
flight GCO
Hey, hey,
610.
hey.
We are
What
currently
the heck do you
cruising
think
at
you're
an
doing,
altitude of
autopilot?
24,000 feet at an airspeed
You'd think it would make a more gentle transition, right? Instead of just swinging the aircraft around.
I'll update you before we reach our destination. Until then, sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of the flight.
220, please expedite your climb FL270.
Uh-oh. Okay, so it thinks I'm at... Okay, so what do I do about...
Please expedite your climb FL270.
Okay, now I get why it's not telling me. Well, here we go. I really appreciate this. So next time, set altitude, then click FLC, VNav, and nav to turn auto throttle and autopilot on. Okay. Yeah, I'm aware of the... Most of the time when I gain altitude, it's by setting my vertical speed. Setting an altitude and setting my vertical speed at my climb rate. But you're saying set VNav and nav and FLC. Okay. Like here's my VNav, here's FLC, and then nav, which is here. Alright, so we're gonna skip to descent. Hope this stupid game doesn't crash us. Please don't crash this game. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Heading at altitude. What is my present heading at altitude? Autopilot wants to do something with me here. Well, okay then.
Descend and maintain 3,000 feet. Expect ILS runway for approach via Sikkim. Transition cleared to Sikkim 220.
220, contact Washington Center on 127.
Let's see, where am I? Oh, I see.
220, acknowledge last transmission.
Yes, needy girlfriend.
127. Niner 25220. Washington Center, November 7 tree 220 is passing 3,300 feet, descending 3,000 feet.
Woo! Wow, lots of turbulence here. I'm gonna go ahead and let down my gear. There's a runway right there.
Vertical track.
Ooh! Oh! Wow! Wow! Golly.
Sir, just a quick update. Lynchburg RGNL/Preston Glen F has granted us
Oof.
permission to land. Please make sure your seatbelts are fastened as we start our descent.
Sorry about the turbulence. Good Lord Almighty. There we go, and that's a little better. I'm going to give myself a little thrust. And second set of flaps, maybe get a little bit of stability. Alright. Goodness gracious. There is the airport. Wow.
Climb and maintain 3,000 feet 220.
Are you serious? Ah.
220, you are 3 miles southwest of Lynchburg. Contact Lynchburg Tower on 127. 65 when inbound.
Wow, it is not liking this. That wasn't my runway.
Tower on 127. 65220. Lynchburg Tower, November 7, tree 220, 1 mile southwest inbound ILS runway for approach.
November 7 tree 220 Lynchburg Tower. Altimeter tree 0. 54
That's
meters.
my runway. No, that is my runway.
Cleared ILS runway for approach 220.
KLYH. Let's get this thing managed. Out of my way. Okay, let's bring that up. Oh, hello. Don't mind me. I know what I'm doing, I swear. 3,000 feet is where I need to be. Now, the sim rate's right. 1,002, 1,003. Yeah, it was that turbulent. So I'm following this flight plan, but I don't know what it's doing to me. Okay, where am I on the map here? Oh, I'm nowhere. There I am. Like, why am I following this blue line? It wants me to fly to KLYH, but it wants me to turn around here for some reason. I'm gonna turn around alright. 3,000 feet. Bring my trim down. My trim's at -0, y'all. Alright. Alright, medic, you're telling me add approach. Here? I'm talking about here. Um. Nope, that's not it. This approach. I think I just want to cancel everything. Just go direct. It says vectors. Intercept, swarm, and hold. Seriously, it's telling us to go to swarm and then hold. Just do a pattern there. Here? That's what it's literally telling us to do. Right there. Here's the approach, ILS 4 direct. Yeah, I think I will. That's kind of what I was leaning on that. I do have to admit, I don't like the turn rate on this jet. It is not pleasant. Wow. I'm just gonna fly the blue line back. Need to gain some altitude though. All these ILS procedures. Goodness. There's a lot of turbulence. Couldn't tell you why though. See that? That's nuts. I did speed up the sim rate a little bit. Is that my... Good gracious. Alright, so just fly through the final marker, the quote-unquote final. Speed up the sim a little bit. Gracious. Wow. This thing is really getting wild. I'm on intercept. Alright. Let's just pretend we know what we're doing. What is that rock down there? Makes me want to go fishing. Now it's clearing me. See what my time compression looks like. Ooh, that's a little bit too high. There we go. Yeah, I don't know what that thing is. I would love to know. Oops, I forgot I had a passenger. Crap. I was trying to look at the runway. Okay, I won't do that again. Okay, well, let's get back on track. I'm gonna come out here a few miles and then I'm gonna turn around. This will be my approach. Runway 04 is right behind me. So I'll be on approach. Try to maintain 3,000 feet in my accelerated state here. Let's see what my speed looks like. 1, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000. Alright, cool. Alright, so I'm going to turn around in this direction. Give myself a little rudder to give myself a little tighter turn. But golly, I hate the turn rate on this thing. No, don't go too hardcore. Trying to ride that to keep from getting dinged by the passenger. Whoo. There we go. There's my runway. See if we can get to the frames. Alright, my trim's at negative. I need to pull it to positive. Four will do it. Now I don't have to fight with the elevator. Alright, my airspeed's 128. I'm going to bring that up because I'm going to bring my flaps down a scotch. And my trim is too high for the flaps. There we go. Bring my flaps down again. It's going to raise my nose a little bit, but once I lower my speed, whoa, 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 whoa. The impatient pilot, that's what I should name myself. There, now that my sim rate's okay. 1, that's 2, that's a 3, very good. Okay. Now, landing should be a piece of cake, right? Bring my trim up a little bit. It's feeling a little dippy. I'm at -0 trim, so you know. I'm a little high on the approach. Just lower my thrust, not my speed. My speed will lower as a result of lowering my thrust. Or my, yes, I did say that right. I'll come back inside those brackets. I feel pretty okay on the approach anyway. I wonder what I am AGL. Does that mean I'm on the glide slope? What does that mean? No, it doesn't mean that. I'm gonna land. You know what I wish it did, the game? I wish it would show the crash. Like the replay cam of the crash. I think that would be hilarious. Boy, it feels like I'm crawling. Glide slope likes me. Has anybody ever noticed that when you get close to the airport, you get a lot more wobbly? wonder when it's going to tell me 500. 500.
500.
Give myself a little more trim. I'm going to increase my drag, so I'm going to give myself a little thrust. Coming in on the glide slope. This is like the calmest landing I've had in a while. It's almost boring. I increase my trim. That's going to increase my drag, so I'm going to increase my thrust. I'm at 11% trim. I can land with that. Okay, I'm going to nose down a little bit so as to give myself some flare. You know, the minimum is 15 pieces of flare. Alright, go to idle. Okay, see, we gotta fight it to keep it from landing. Oh, there's my hold short. Now, don't exit runway when able because it will ding you for going off onto the grass. In fact, even if there is a taxiway there, it will ding you for not going specifically to the taxi that the game tells you to go to, even though the game is telling you to go there. But these little pointy arrows, they're important. There we go. Slow down a little bit.
220 contact ground on 121. Niner. 121.
Here we
Niner
go. Medic, thanks for all your help, man. I appreciate that.
Lynchburg ground November 7 tree 2220. Request taxi to parking.
November 7 tree 220.
Parking's gonna be way over there.
Aviation parking using taxiway Alpha Bravo.
Taxi
Way over
aviation
there.
parking using taxiway Alpha Bravo 220.
Okay. I'm gonna finish this intercom, and then I'm gonna go ahead and skip to shutdown.
Sir, welcome to Lynchburg RGNL/Preston Glen F. Local time is 10:33 a.m. For your safety, the captain has requested that you remain seated with your seatbelt
The
fastened
captain.
until we come to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign is turned off.
Why not just
Please
say,
retake all your
I'm
seatbelts
asking
before you
you?
get off. On behalf of the entire
No
company, we'd
worries.
like to thank you for
Here we
choosing
go.
first class wings. We look forward to seeing you again and wish you a pleasant stay in Concord.
Skipping? Please, don't crash me.
Flight was okay, but I'm in a hurry now. Gotta pick up the pace.
Okay. Engine auto stop. Probably gonna get a 20 on this one. Increase my sim speed and get a good shutdown. $22. Oh, hey, bonus. Get a Bravo on this one. I'll get dinged. My reputation will get dinged again. I keep forgetting that I have passengers. I don't like that. Not bad pay though. Look at that. 127,000. Ow. Okay. Lots of experience. Gracious. See what kind of missions we got now. Hey, another VIP mission leaving out of here. Hopefully it's going someplace useful. 57, not really. 56, no. 52, 53, 61, 59, 57, 42, 38, 60, 66. Wasn't there one that was a 70 something? Let me see. No, not there. Let's just 67. I mean, is it really worth it to take this one over what? I don't know. What do we got over here that I don't have to fly to? 55, 57, 52, 53. See, these are all pretty low. This one's 61. Oh, what kind of a flight is that? Not much different. Yeah, I think I'll take this 67 anyway. It's going to open up another area on the Great Lakes. Ironwood Charter Township. IW Ironwood. Big Powderhorn Mountain Resort. Okay. Good Lord. Transfer cost 7,000? Look, 5,000 or 540, 592,000. We started with 300. So transfer that one. We'll gain some more duckies. Okay, we'll manage. Still 1 hour, even though I was in the, I don't know. I don't make the game. Okay, let's look at what we got going for us. We are at 673, and we're going to, whoops, 1229, just a rise in 600 feet. 11 knots from 220. What runway? 27, so not bad. Not much of a crosswind. 11 knots, though, is something to look out for. Why can't I expand this thing? Eh, 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 eh. Nope. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and file and file. Close fly. I love this song. Y'all listening to the jam? I love this song. Goodbye, Rosie, the queen of Corona. Damn, I'm handsome. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I don't know. This flight might bug out. I don't want to tempt fate, but I'm already committed, so.
Good morning, pilot. You guessed today is Mr. Todd, who's on the go to Ironwood Charter Township. He's close to one of our top clients who booked the flight for him. Please give him your warmest welcome on behalf of the company. Have a nice flight.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and request while I'm doing this.
Milwaukee ground November 73220 with Foxtrot ready to taxi IFR.
November 73220 taxi to and hold short of runway 19er are using taxiway Foxtrot. Contact tower on 124. 575 when ready.
25 pounds. Wow. There we go. Passenger. Right. Left. Sorry. I didn't pass kindergarten. Okay, already.
Taxiing hold short runway
You're not the
19
boss of
by
me.
using taxiway Foxtrot 220.
It's got us 1,100 feet, 2,000 feet, 19, P. Let's see. Map, full flight plan. I learned this. Let's see. Oh, it's already there. Ah, never mind. Okay, so what do I want to set? I don't even know what to set. Because it honestly, those altitude pieces in the flight plan are not accurate. See this altitude? It's going to tell me to climb to 5,000 feet. Watch. Or at least 3,500. Okay. How far away is this taxi? Oh, it's not too bad. We'll just taxi out there.
Sir, good morning, and welcome aboard this first-class wings flight to Ironwood Charter Township. I'm your captain and pilot today. Estimated flight time is 46 minutes. We're on time for departure waiting for takeoff clearance. I'll keep you informed during the flight if anything important comes up. Thank you.
Incidentally, the brakes here are amazing. On this plane are awesome.
Milwaukee Tower, November 7 tree 220 at runway 19er are ready for departure. IFR to Kilo India, Whiskey Delta.
November 7 tree 220 altimeter tree 050. Cleared for takeoff runway 19er R.
Cleared for takeoff runway 19er are November 7 tree 220. Sir, on behalf of my company, I would like to thank you for flying with us today on this flight to Ironwood Charter Township. We are prepared for takeoff, so please ensure your seatbelts are correctly fastened and your electronic devices are turned off or in airplane mode. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight. Thank you.
Wow, what happened to my steering? Uh-oh, that doesn't seem good. Okay. What is going on? Do I have a lot of wind or what? What's going on here? I'm having to hit hard left rudder right now. Whoo! My goodness. Okay, 2,200 feet. Or 22,000 feet, sorry.
220 contact Milwaukee departure on 135. 875. Good day.
Okay, so school me again.
875 220.
What do I need to do here for
Milwaukee departure November 7 tree 220 is passing 2,000 feet climbing FL 220.
November 7
set
tree
this up?
220 Milwaukee departure, altimeter tree 050 radar contact continue.
I don't want altitude hold though. I have a feeling my IAS button should be my flight level control FLC. Is that what that is? Yeah, meow medic. You still there? Still with me, buddy? I'm gonna go ahead and turn into this because I know my turn radius is crap. Oh man, why do I smell coffee? My wife is making coffee. It's making me crazy. That coffee smells good. Why is she making coffee so late, I wonder? Okay. Set altitude, then click FLC, VNAV, and then nav. Now my best climb rate is at 165. IIS. Oh, IIS is VNAV. What are you doing? Autopilot's on now. Thought I did what I told you to do. VNAV, FLC, autopilot's on. Not level mode, not level mode. We don't want level mode. FLC is what we want. Level mode won't turn off. Autopilot, autopilot, autopilot. Turn off level mode.
220, please expedite your climb FL2.
Well, I'm trying to. Okay, I'm gonna change my VS to, oops, IIS. Ooh, you know what? That's what I'll do. No, it's not working. I'm gonna switch back over to VS. My vertical speed and my altitude should be 22,000, not 20,000. I'm gonna change my barometer to standard. Why, you say? Well, that's because standard barometer over a certain, I think 10,000 feet, you use standard barometer. So when I hit 22,000 feet is when I'll actually hit 22,000. Let me see if I can increase my my climb. 1300 ought to do it. And my trim. I don't know why my trim's in negatives. Alright, Medic, if you're still there, that did not work, bud. I think I need to change my controls. My IIS heading is supposed to be my vertical nav heading. My vertical nav is not working on this. So I'm going to go back to the control board and set my IIS as VNav. For some reason it's not set, so can I do it here? No. Alright, 22,000 feet is a long way to go. See, my thrust is low. I mean, I don't... My trim is low right now, which is good. Oh, my flaps are already... reduced my drag, how about that? Good gracious, I don't know why my flaps were like that.
220, contact Chicago Center on 125 on 1.
Good day, sir.
125, 1220. Chicago Center, November, 73220 is passing 11,000 feet, climbing FL 220.
November 7 tree 220, Chicago Center altimeter tree 0. 52 radar contact, continue.
've got good airspeed for a climb, so I'm not complaining. I just wish I could get there quicker. Y'all aren't listening to the jam. You need to. These dead spots will be filled by great music. And you'll be able to laugh at my terrible impressions of these great artists. So... I mean, I don't know why my flight plan's not on there, but let me zoom in a little bit. Maybe it'll show up. Oh, dear Lord, no. What are you thinking? Why is it doing that, I wonder? My flight plan's already been filed. I filed it before I got here. It's even right here. I wonder if it's holding off on the whole flight plan thing until I get to altitude. Airspeed's 179. I'm encouraged by that. So my climb is maintainable, I suppose. See if I can increase my climb a little bit by 1500. 180. Like if I increase my climb, maybe I'll just get there quicker. 178. It should be 165 for my ideal climb speed. Okay, so let's dial that down a bit. This climb to 22,000 feet is arduous. I like my airspeed though. At this rate, I think we're doing okay. In case you can't tell, I've increased my simulation rate. Time compression, I call it. And it's bringing me up to 22,000 feet. Once it reaches 22,000 feet, there we go. Should be able to skip now. I'm going to bring my simulation rate down. I want to check my timing. 1001, 1002, 1003. Very good.
We are currently cruising at an altitude of 18,800 feet at an airspeed of 150 knots. It's 8:49 a.m. and are expecting to land in Ironwood Charter Township approximately at 1:10 a.m. local time. Current temperature of minus 23 degrees Fahrenheit. If the weather cooperates, we should get a great view of the area as we descend. I'll update you before we reach our destination. Until then, sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of the flight.
As soon as that gets done, I'm going to go ahead and let it skip to descent. Hopefully it will not crash me. This is the danger zone right here. Many, many times it's crashed me right before it gets back into the sim. It's bad enough that it starts me out at 68 knots, for Pete's sake. Okay, acknowledge the handoff. I don't know why I'm at, whoa. Hello. I don't know why I'm at 24,000 feet.
November 73220 Center radar contact. Continue to FEGIG.
Beg. 220. So we're gonna go to 220. Boop. There we go. Change our vertical speed to Negatare. VS. Nav. Change our speed, negative speed to 1500. Put her on autopilot and hope we don't crash. Actually, hands off controls. Good deal. My trim's not crazy, which is encouraging. Usually it's around 90% here. Oh, look, we're ultra safe. Those tags are to make sure we're safe, so don't be alarmed. We're about 55 nautical miles away. I'm just going to increase the sim rate. Alright, let's look at the sim right here. 1001, 1002, 1003. Okay. 3,300 feet. We're gonna do this first. 3,000. Good gracious. Change this to 3,300 feet. Is a huge change downward. 3,300. There we go. Vertical speed. What do you say? We want to take a nosedive. At about 1,500. And while we're not trying to crash, we're going to try to set our maximum at 510. We're going to do our vertical nav, where it is right there. And FLC. That is a big dip. Look at how fast it's going down. It is leveling out as it gets closer to 230. Please don't go over speed. Look at that. I love it. So we're descending at the quickest possible rate. Lovely. Let's see what our barometer should be. Let's see. Flight plan. This guy. Weather. 30-30. There we go. Alright, so at this point, we're just kind of waiting for the plane to fly itself. I don't like where it's going right here. Like, it's awfully close to overspeed. So I'm going to very cautiously hit the time compression as we descend to 3,000 feet. But it doesn't look like it's going over it, so... .246, 247, like 250, 245 is the limit I set. This limit right here. It's not supposed to go past 250 because it'll rip the wings off the chassis for some reason. This plane is supposed to be at, I think the top cruise speed is, don't get me wrong, don't get me lying, I think it's 330 knots, but for some reason in this simulator it's 250. Of course, I may have read that wrong in the white papers for this thing. Alright, getting close. Let's see what the autopilot does. This is quite the descent. Thanks to Medic for helping me out. Gave me a lot of good tips. And if you wonder why I'm zooming so fast, it's because I put time compression or simulation speed, I've turned it up. So I should be able to turn it down a little bit as we get close to the correct altitude. I need to turn it down to see what the simulator is going to do. Let me look at my time here. 1001, 1002, okay, so that's real time. Oh, wow, look at that. The computer knows what it's doing. That's awesome. Yep, so Medic's advice of running, this is the autopilot that he was talking about. FLC, autopilot's on, flight director's on, that's this magenta, not the yellow, it's the magenta. Nav is on, of course, that's taking us on course, not this course, but a different one. And then once we hit our altitude bug here, hit flight level control, and that basically brought us down nice and smooth, which is pleasant actually. It scared the crap out of me at first because the descent was more over, what is it, 4,500 feet per second? Or minute, whoa, second. No, it was 4,500 feet per minute. Yeah, so I set my speed bugs in here. So you can't see it. I'm going to bring it in. So my speed bug for climb is 165. And for rotate, it's 85. Oop, not like that. Shift 3, that'll bring me back, and then I'll be able to back up. Time compression is going to save us, I think. Golly. 12 nautical miles, we probably should be able to. There we go. That's exactly what I expected.
Going to 1 tree tree. 55220. Minneapolis Center, November 7, tree 220, 3,300 feet.
November 7 tree 220 Minneapolis Center altimeter tree 0. Tree 8 radar contact, continue to India Foxtrot 27.
Alright, I'm going to change my navigation mode to heading. And I'm going to change my heading to actually that right there. So supposedly we're going to maintain the same altitude, but we're going to go exactly where it tells us to. IF27, which is at this heading. I'm actually going to adjust this heading as we go. Let me check my time compression. 1001, 1002, 1003, yep. I think it just feels like we're flying fast because we're seeing the ground go by. We're only 3,000 feet. I don't know what AGL is here, but we're at 3,000 feet altitude. It looks like it's pretty close, maybe 1,000 or 2,000. Here we go. All I'm doing here is just changing this heading bug so that I can intercept IF-27. Once I do that, I'll turn off my autopilot and I'll just follow the waypoints to the airport. I'm going 228. I'm going to slow down a little bit. Once I hit 210, I'm going to hit my landing gear. There we go. My trim is a negative 45. I'm going to turn my autopilot off. I'm going to climb a little bit so I can shed some of this speed. Once I shed to 165, there it is. I'm going to hit my first flaps. And get in on this. 125, and get my second set of flaps. There we go. Give myself a little speed so I can gain some altitude here. And I'm going to line up with these brackets. These visual aids are super important for some reason. I can't live without them. I do want to learn not to, though.
220 descend and maintain
3,200 feet. Yeah.
Descend and maintain 3,200 feet 220.
Actually, I'm going to bring my flaps up a little bit. Wait a little bit before I do that. I don't want to descend too fast. Excuse me. I'm going to bring my trim up for sure, though. Trim's at a negative 26 or whatever. I just need to bring that up to just a little bit below 0, probably at negative 6 or something like that. There, now I don't have to fight the elevator. There we go. 3,200. And I'm dropping the nose a little bit. I'm going to bring my flaps back down. I don't know what that is. That beeping sound? Anybody know what that is? Aha. Altimeter 3030. Yep, that's my altimeter. Why is it telling me to stay up there? Look, this approach is terrible. It says fly to blah blah. Why does it want me to do that? I'm going to raise my flaps because I'm clearly not going to be able to land right now. If it's, I swear, if it tells me to land right now, I will be so bent. You don't want to hear the roar of the airplane? That's annoying, isn't it? 3,200. I need to lose some altitude. Why? I think it wants to fly this pattern. This is the runway I'm supposed to be landing on right now, and I'm flying over it. It says land on runway. Serious. I don't know what pattern that is, but I'm going to turn around. Oh, turbulence. Oh, turbulence. Got a little time compression on it now. Why is this? It says land on runway, but it won't let me go below 3,200 feet. Why is that? Fuel low. Why is this waypoint here? I have to land. Alright, let's try to turn around and land. I really do not get what is going on with this simulator. Why is it habitually telling me like I'm gonna chase?
You are 300 feet above your assigned altitude. Descend and maintain 3,200 foot altimeter tree zero. Tree zero.
Almost got a ding from my passenger here.
Maintain 3,200 feet 220. Minneapolis Center 220. Cancel IFR at this time. 220 IFR flight plan is canceled. Radar service terminated. Squawk 1200. Maintain VFR. Frequency change approved. Good day.
Good day.
Kilo India Whiskey Delta traffic November 7 tree 220 4 miles east 3100 for inbound to land runway
Hey,
9.
this is so much better than that ILF.
Kilo India Whiskey Delta traffic November 7 tree 220 is on final runway 9er to land.
So much better than ILS. Yeah, I got full flaps. Trim's -9. Airspeed 109. I'll just bring my airspeed down. And hopefully I'm on glide slope, but I can't tell because the lights are blending it with the snow. It's great. I feel good about this one. Oh, it says runway land on runway 09. Uh-oh. I have to change my landing. So I need to land on runway 27.
Kilo India Whiskey Delta traffic November 7 tree 220 2 miles east 2200 for inbound to land runway 27.
101.
Kilo India Whiskey Delta traffic November 7 tree 220 is on final runway 9er to land.
No, I'm not.
500.
Kilo India Whiskey Delta traffic November 7 tree 220 is on final runway 27 to land.
Thank you. Finally.
Sync rate. Sync rate. Sync rate.
I think I'll be
Sync
okay.
rate.
Oh, I'm floating. Look at that. Ah, differential braking. Yes. For the win. Wow. I am getting some really hardcore crosswind or something. Stop and hold short. Yes, sir. I got really low fuel. I'm glad I made it. I don't know if I could have survived another go around. I would love to have replays of my landings and my flights. That way I could see exactly what I did wrong. Or right, you know. You're the eternal pessimist, I guess. Okay. And here we are. I mean, I don't right now. It should just stop me. All right.
Kilo India Whiskey Delta Traffic November 73220 is taxiing to parking.
I didn't give my passenger a roller coaster ride this time.
Sir, welcome to Gogebic Iron County. Local time is 9:15 a.m. For your safety, the captain has requested that you remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until
Why
the
am I
engine
talking about
ignition
myself in the
and the
third
seatbelt
person?
sign is turned off. Please make sure you take all your belongings with you when you get off. On behalf of the entire company, we would like to thank you for choosing first-class wings. We look forward to seeing you again and wish you a pleasant stay in Ironwood Charter Township.
The captain has requested you remain seated and turn your tray tables in the upright position.
That was a smooth ride.
That was a smooth
Safe
ride.
travel, Captain.
You're
I
so
will
welcome.
recommend your company.
My voice is so pleasant. Turn it off, turn it off, increase sim speed, and we'll get out of here. Ta-da! 66%? What the heck? This guy said it was a smooth, like, and that was a baby smooth landing. At least I got S tier. Customer. Crazy customer. Wow, that's my first S tier in a while. Like, I have really not had some very good landings. Bam! I got a little good reputation bump right there. New level. Yeehaw. Okay. 700,000. Let's see where I need to go. Got my medium. So I don't know why. I already know what the number is. It's 2,000 or 2,178, 2,463, 3,455. The bonus though is once I get to something that resembles some kind of, I don't know, airplane. I don't know how badly this thing's going to need maintenance, but once I get to this airplane, and I'm assuming it's not going to need a whole lot of maintenance to get flying, I can get easily at the million per mission because I'm certified for the medium cargo missions now. That's what it was. That was that check-in flight. Okay, I don't know if you guys have done this, but there's a check-in flight that has you flying into an airport that has a 49 knot crosswind constant. The windsock, it sticks out like it's happy to see you, and it doesn't flap at all. Like it has no problems staying up, if you know what I'm saying. That is a crazy airport. I finally crashed at the airport enough times. The game just said, look, we'll just give you credit for landing. Here you go. You landed. Anyway, specialization for medium cargo. So you can get cargo light, and then you can get cargo medium. And once you get cargo medium, then you can get one of these bad boys. Where'd it go? Oh, he's not here. Medium. One of these bad boys. I don't know. I really would like a PC-12. Those things are sexy. My God, the PC-12 is awesome. But this 208B is a turboprop as well, and the PC-12. I don't, you know what? I don't know what these. I'm curious. What is the cargo space on those things? Let's find out. Can we? Okay, where's my? Where do I see? What's it? Is the marketplace open yet? No. Where where are my aircraft? Where can I see my aircraft? Is it in activities? Flight, rally, landing. No. Career, free flight, maybe? Can I go to aeroplane? Oh, I installed the Kodiak for 2020 again. Is it in here? No, it's not. They're supposed to be redoing the Kodiak for 2024. So hopefully that'll come out pretty soon and I can fly my Kodiak. I love that plane. Okay, so here's the 208. It says range 964, max altitude 25,000. Oh, you know what I think the advantage is? It can go to 25,000. The Kodiak only goes up to, I think, 15,000, and then you have to wear oxygen. So I don't know what the rub is, but if we go in here and we look at uh, no additional information. Here it is, fuel and payload. Total mass 7,972 pounds. So the aircraft mass is whatever that is. Passengers and cargo, fuel. So you can actually carry. Can we take this down to 0? Right? And then we take the passengers. CC2 of 8807. Empty. Max payload 5411. Okay, so max payload is 5411 pounds. So let's back up. So do I want to get the Pilatus PC-12? Or do I want to get this 5411? Where's the PC-12? Look at that bad boy. There's the Pilatus. Is it? It's air ambulance though. Let's change this livery to something else. Oh, we can't. Let's change this fuel though. I'll do it this way. Yeah, this has a better payload capacity. 7,349 pounds. So the PC-12 carries more, and I believe it's faster, and I believe the highest altitude it can go is higher. Let me see, let me make sure that's true. No, there it is, yes. Altitude, no, it's not. This only goes about half of the altitude. Seriously. Range is 1803. Let's compare the range on the Cessna. Come on, where is that Cessna? Oh, it's back this way. 408. Here it is. 964. So it can carry more, and it's can't go quite as high as the Cessna 208. Interesting. Okay. So now we'll just back the truck up a little bit. Back the truck up a little bit more. Go back into career mode. Let's just see how much that Pilatus will cost us. I don't think you can get a used one though. Go back into our cargo company. A brand new Pilatus I think is like 4 million. I don't know if we want to do that. Let's save all the way up to that. So brand new Cessna is 3.7 million. A brand new Pilatus is 4,794. Golly. Okay, so I don't think there's a used Pilatus for sale. So let's make sure. No, no. Okay, so we would have to get a Cessna, fly about 6 flights because we'll have to do maintenance and fuel and everything. We'll have to get one of these, and I don't mind getting the crappy one that needs a lot of maintenance because I'll get 1 million per flight. So the first flight I'll just maintenance the sucker up to good, and then do maybe 4 more flights after that, and bring it all the way up to the 5 million I'm gonna need to buy the Pilatus PC-12, and then I'll bring the Pilatus in and start flying it around. It's got a faster speed. It only goes to 12,000 feet though. That's crazy. Is that accurate? That can't be accurate. Maybe it just doesn't have a pressurized cabin. I didn't know the 208 had a pressurized cabin. Alright, let's take one more peek at missions. But I think I might be calling it a night. Let's see what we got. Well, we've increased our footprint here. I'm thinking maybe, what is this? St. Paul, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Okay. $72. Shut the front door. You want me to land at... You know what? I might get ready for night flights. I think I would like to try some night flights. They are beautiful, incidentally. Let's see what this looks like. I'm gonna have to transfer 21,000 cost. No, it's not worth it. Although I probably should put an aircraft over in this area. That is an interesting flight, though. I wish I hadn't flown all the way over here. Maybe I need a couple of aircraft in the United States. One on the East Coast, one on the West Coast. Because Lord knows there's enough flights over here. So let's see what we got here on the chart. 50, 60, pretty run of the mill. So I could fly here and take a 66, or fly over there and take this 72, but then pay, what was it, 24,000 or something to get over here. That would reduce my total to 48,000, I think. What is this? 765, yeah, 48,000. So it wouldn't be worth it to fly over there, even though that price tag is really nice. it would cost me too much money in the front end. So I'd rather fly it over here for 66 or 67, something like that. Yeah, 66 I think is the highest paid flight I've got. 66.4, 66.490. Yeah. All right. Well, I think I'm going to call it a night. Appreciate you guys watching, listening in on the jam with me. Um, Probably be back tomorrow, flying a couple more flights and grinding out this Cessna 208 so we can finally get in here and make some real cash. Once we do that, then we can start populating our dummy companies with a bunch of AI pilots. Then as we fly flights for doing different things, all our AI pilots can be making us some money. It's a pittance, but it builds. You know, you can turn down the insurance if you're not flying the aircraft, right? If AI is flying it, I don't think they'll ever crash, to be honest. Not in this game. In my other favorite game that goes along with this, it I think it does crash. Like AI can crash. In what's the name of that goofy program? Neofly. Yeah. So in Neofly, I think it can crash the aircraft, but in this one, this career mode, I don't believe it does. So you can turn on the aircraft you're not flying, you just turn down the insurance and make more money for the AI pilots. I have a feeling we need to pull in some of these other locations. Maybe Nashville, Memphis, Charlotte. Yeah, let's do that. Let's pull in Nashville and Memphis. Can I fly over here? Yes, I can. Look at that. Fantastic. Okay. Let's pull in Nashville. Let's see what Nashville has to say for itself. There's a airport right there. Poor Atlanta's frozen right now. I mean, that's terrible. It's terrible. I'm gonna go ahead and fill in this one. Trying to find a place that's got some VIP. Oh, here's one. This one's a 48. Yeah, it's not great. Let's do Indianapolis. It's got Indianapolis Speedway. There's the airport. There's a couple. 93. Shut the front door. And that's not a very big hop from where I am. It's like I'm right there. Where is my aircraft? Oh, it's up there. Okay, so it's not too bad. 93. Shut the front door. That's crazy. This one's 74. Wow, I've been flying in the wrong area. Holy carmoly, where is this going? This is Mars Hill. Close to Charlotte. Okay. Wow. 93. That's crazy. That's the highest I've seen so far, anyway. For at least for the VIP private charters. This isn't even a VIP charter. It's a private charter. And it's a 4-hour flight. Okay. Even so, that's great. I'm so tempted. I think I'm going to go ahead and fly this. 93. Son of a gun. That's so awesome. Oh, look, autopilot's doing some weird stuff here. I'm just going to accept this mission. Let me see what I'm getting myself into. Back the truck up. Back the truck up. Where's my flight plan? There it is. Okay. So we're going to take off 800 feet. We're going to land 33 at 4,000 feet. So we're going to gain some altitude here. Which means we're going to probably fly up to that 20 some thousand feet to get there. Wonderful. Now that I know how to get there, though, to correct flight level easier, I think we'll be okay. I'm gonna transfer. I'm excited actually. Never flown a mission for this much. All right, let's do some maintenance because I don't have any fuel. I'm gonna wash it. Wash it before you use it. Oh wow, look at that. So this is the level you have to complete your mission at least. I usually fuel up to 120. See if I can get that done. That'll put us in the green. I don't know why that's important to me. 120 is just what I picked. Pay a chunk of change for that fuel. And this is the mark that shows you that you're overweight. So if I were to fill this up to 160, it'd probably put me overweight. Okay. So we got our EFB here. Cruise altitude, flight level 40,000. Why? Oh no, 4,000. Sorry, I misread that. Yeah, flight level, it's multiplied by 100. So, got it. Got it. Dawn via IIU. This is VFR pattern. Thank you, finally, for a VFR pattern. I've been flying IFR this whole time, and I've had to switch to VFR for some reason. I don't know why. I haven't just done it VFR, but I just accept the plan that it gives me, and hopefully I don't uh, crash my sim. I've been very blessed today. I haven't gotten to pass my sim, um, I guess, tolerance for faults or whatever. I don't know what it is that crashes my game, but at some point, this thing crashes whenever I skip past the initial climb. Where you get to the initial climb and into cruise. It'll skip to descent, but sometimes when I skip to descent, it just crashes the airplane outright. Here's my McLaren. I've got two passengers.
Good afternoon, Cap. Today you've got the pleasure of taking Mrs. Archer to Mars Hill. She's close to one of our top
Oh,
clients who
goodness
booked the flight
gracious.
for her.
There we
Providing
go.
you with the finest service on behalf of
So I'm
our
going to turn
company.
my bugs
I know
on.
I can count on you. Have a nice flight.
I'm going to turn my fuel on. FOB, confirm. Next. Aircraft loading. My pilot, that's me, 205. Being very gracious to myself there. I have a co-pilot, and I'll just call him 175. And passenger, I'll just call him passenger right. We'll call him 175. He's a little chunkier, but yeah, still athletic. I'll give him this guys a 75 pounds of baggage. Next. This is our flight. It's not giving us any altitude or altitude goals here, so I mean, okay. Computer knows what it wants to do. Runway 09 is where we're landing. That's where we want to go. Map. Full. And it looks like our flight plan's below here. And it's on display here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and announce taxi.
Kilo Golf Echo Zulu traffic November 73220 is taxiing to runway 19er.
It is going to take us way over there. I'm just going to skip to takeoff. There we go. Okay. I'm going to announce takeoff. I'm going to blabber to my passengers.
73220 taking off runway 19er departing straight out.
Here we go. Blabber, blabber.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of my company, I would like to thank you for flying with us today on this flight to Mars Hill. We are prepared for takeoff, so please ensure your seatbelts are correctly fastened and your electronic devices are turned off or in airplane mode. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight.
Let's look at the windsock as we round this corner here. Okay, where is the windsock for Pete's sake? Maybe it was back where I was parked. Oh, here it is right there. Looks like it's... We might have a crosswind. A little bit. Alright, I'm gonna back up. Let's see if we can do about getting revved up here. My trim is at 30%. I have no idea why. I'm gonna bring that down. You should see me furiously spinning this wheel. Alright, here we go. My trim needs to be at about 6%. Okay. I'm gonna rotate at... Ooh. Wow, we do have a crosswind. It's pushing me. Ooh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Wow. Don't pay any attention to what just happened. Everything's under control. Whew. That thing just pushed me off the runway.
Indianapolis approach November 73220 is type 1 miles north of Kilo Golf Echo Zulu 1000 feet.
Bring out my
Request
flaps.
flight following.
November 73220 Indianapolis approach. Squawk tree 06 tree.
Okay, so climb to 4,000. So I'm going to set my altitude to 4,000. 210. Oops, there we go. I'm going to hit nav. Acknowledge my squawk.
Squawk tree 06 tree 220.
220 radar contact 2 miles south of Kilo Golf Echo Zulu
So
2,200 feet altimeter tree 0. 54.
FLC, VNav, nav, autopilot.
Roger
There we go.
220.
Now this thing is going to maintain our ideal climb speed and get us to where we want to go. Oh my goodness.
Indianapolis approach November 7 tree 220 2 miles southwest of Kilo Delta Uniform 2 Yankee 3,600 foot. Request IFR to tree November Romeo ready to copy.
I can already skip to descent. Shut the front door.
Tree November Romeo Airport is filed. Squawk tree 06 tree.
Alright, cool. Oop, gotta acknowledge first.
November 7 tree 220 cleared to tree November Romeo Airport as filed. Squawk tree 06 tree.
220 readback correct. Radar contact 4,000 feet altimeter tree 0. 54 turn left heading 200. Proceed on course climb and maintain 4,000 feet.
Turn left heading 200, resume all navigation descend, and maintain 4,000 feet 220.
220 climb and maintain 6,300 feet.
Climb and maintain 6,300 feet 220.
220 contact Indianapolis departure on 124. Niner Fife. Good day.
124. Niner Fife for 220.
Alright, so we need to get on course apparently.
Ladies and gentlemen, glad to be your captain today. First, I'd like to welcome everyone on behalf of First Class Wings on flight GCO 2813. We are currently cruising at an altitude of 3,500 feet at an airspeed of 250 knots. It's 1:01 p.m. and are expecting to land in Mars Hill approximately at 3:10 a.m. local time. Current temperature of 68 degrees Fahrenheit. If the weather cooperates, we should get a great view of the area as we descend. I'll update you before we reach our destination. Until then, sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of the flight.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and skip to descent. Oh, please don't crash me before I can fly. Uh-oh. It's gonna crash me. See? Son of a biscuit. This freaking game, I swear. Yep, I knew it. Stupid game. Golly. Alright. Well, that turned me off. Shouldn't have pressed my luck. Yep. Well, in that case, I'm going to call it a night. Thanks for flying with me, and I will pick it up again tomorrow. Let's see, maybe we can earn that 100,000 back and get back into the game. Save it up for the Pilatus, or, well, probably just the C208B, and then we can earn $1 million per mission and get the Pilatus and whatever else we want to get. Thanks again for flying, and I will see you on the next one. Bye for now.